The United States government has been forced, reluctantly, to take action to safeguard what it believes are legitimate Western interests in the Middle East. We are confident that the Soviet Union will take note of our resolve and will desist from its present perilous course of action.
There's growing evidence overnight from scientists and observers in many countries that there have been 2 nuclear explosions in the Middle East.
In response to today's news of the outbreak of hostilities between vessels of the United States and Soviet navies,
The Ministry of Defence has announced it's sending more troops to Europe to reinforce the British commitment to NATO.
This time, they are playing with, at best, the destruction of life as we know it, and at worst, total annihilation. You cannot win a nuclear war!
The time has now come to make everything ready for you and your family in case an air attack happens. When you hear the attack warning, you and your family must take cover at once. The most widespread danger is fallout.
Quite good. Attack warning. Is it for real? Attack warning. It's for bloody real. Is it?
You can't just do a face like that. Go get a titty sign or something. Come on, quick, get down.
Ready? Go!
I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs. I play video games.
It's the constant drive to be the best at something.
When you want your name written into history, you have to pay the price.
The fact of the matter is, Bill is the best classic arcade gamer of our era.
I've probably seen Steve with tears in his eyes more than any other guy I know.
Oh, he's just come up short in a lot of things in his life, and I just think nobody wants to do that all the time.
Well, Donkey Kong, without question, is the hardest game.
That's a tough machine. People think that the machine is possessed.
The average Donkey Kong game doesn't last a minute. It's absolute brutality.
The mysterious player from the West Coast, Steve Weeb, is here.
He could beat it if he'd have to have a really good game.
You want to put a score up, you're competing against everybody in the world.
It's not even about Donkey Kong anymore.
He's a very devious person. He works things out to his ends very well.
Well, Billy Mitchell always has a plan. World Record Headquarters can I help you.
Well, maybe they'd like it if I lose. I gotta try losing sometime.
No matter what I say, it draws controversy. It's sort of like the abortion issue.
drive everyone crazy trying to get the sound that I can hear in my head to come out of the speakers. It's my voice. That is my voice.
We're going there to have a chat, but it just so happens that the instruments are there as well, so who knows?
I plan to trick both of these guys into teaching me all their tricks.
It's going to be very interesting.
When the three of us get together, what's going to happen? Probably a fist fight.
This is the hall where Levy Breaks was recorded. This brings back some memories.
I play really old guitars, plastic guitars. The neck's a little bit bent and it's a little bit out of tune, and I want it to be a struggle.
This instrument was just calling out to me. 20 minutes in this store just to find the sound of the band. I love effects units.
And it's very rare that he will use the same sound in 23 songs.
This is what I'm actually playing. The rest is the foot pedal, the effects, the whole thing. Might get loud for a second.
We're all attempting to share something with another human being.
Every night that we went on stage, it was living, totally living.
Total commitment, getting across what you wanted to say.
But it just comes from the creative spark, really.
That family of storytellers, you're supposed to join the family, become part of it.
That's why I took up the guitar in the first place.
Great! Nice. And, you know, who says you need to buy a guitar?
New York City, 1977. A town where anything was possible. And there was one club that everybody wanted to get into. The New York Cosmos Soccer Club.
Steve Ross had doled out millions to make the Cosmos.
You know, movie studios, record companies, cable, and then he's enamored with going into a locker room.
He launched a sport.
It was my brother who told Steve Ross that he should sign Pele.
Pele got a phone call from Henry Kissinger begging him to please sign the contract with the Cosmos for the good of the relationship of Brazil and the United States.
They electrified a nation.
These bigger-than-life players.
Beckenbauer,
Canalia, Pele.
They were coming out of this tunnel like gladiators coming to do battle.
They lived the dream.
Limos, girls, celebrities.
It was like traveling with the Rolling Stones.
The women went wild.
I'm with the Cosmos. In those days, it was like I'm with the band.
But it couldn't last forever.
The whole thing was lightning in a bottle.
Giorgio Canalia had a malign influence over Steve Ross and therefore over the Cosmos.
Giorgio started to pay high salaries to his friends.
They probably can't stand me. I don't give a shit.
Very disagreeable fellow.
The glamour, the greed, the glory.
The New York Cosmos were the best and worst of what soccer in America was.
And that's just the first half. Once in a lifetime, the extraordinary story of the New York Cosmos.
(1995). This is the year I met Anton Newcomb and his band, the Brian Jonestown Massacre. This is the story of us and our bands over 7 years.
Gentlemen, I want to introduce a band that knows where I live, the Brian Jonestown Massacre.
Anton created the scene and everyone else has built upon it.
Musically, he's a genius.
I'm here to destroy this f***ed up system. Tell me right now you've never ever heard the Dandy Warhols before.
I sneeze and hits come out.
We're actually going to kick off a full musical revolution.
Jonestown and the Dandies have a window of opportunity.
We're going to take over the world. We're going to show you how to do it, too.
When you sign with a major label, they always tell you things like we're into careers, not hits. Yet if you don't produce a hit, they don't really give a about your career, you know?
We're gonna get the biggest record deal in history because we're smart.
Right on, brother.
Anton and Courtney, love-hate relationship, I guess.
I don't like being robbed from. Oh, gee, you got like a pack of junkies on the road, not eating much, drinking a lot. Is anybody gonna get grumpy and irritable and start fighting with each other?
Is that blood on you?
Yeah.
From where?
From
Your
people's
hand?
faces. No, probably not.
I'll kick your head in.
You burn in hell for pretending to be God and not being able to back it up.
Tell him to wear white and come when I call.
He's stalking us now. I will not have him anywhere near me again. I'll still buy their albums, though.
This was everywhere.
Whoa! It's gone ballistic.
There's no way to have a revolution if you stay underground.
I am the record company.
Tell my son I love him. I'm never gonna see him. They're gonna kill me.
Anton, just don't die.
Bombs away.
Tu vois, il y a un barème quand tu laisses un corps, c'est-à-dire tu fais 3 fois son poids, normalement. Un homme moyen, comme cette victime-ci, c'est 3 fois son poids. Mais sinon, par exemple, ça change, hein. Tu as pour les enfants ou pour les nains, ça change. Pour un enfant, il est plus léger, un enfant, hein. C'est 2 fois son poids. C'est 4 fois son poids. Comment? Non, non, parfois, par exemple, pour les nains, c'est 1 fois son poids. C'est beaucoup plus lourd, hein. Les os sont beaucoup plus lourds chez un nain, donc c'est 1 fois le poids. Une vieille dame, par exemple, ou un vieil homme, 5 fois le poids. Les os sont poreux déjà, hein.
L'amour laisse comme une traînée de soufre derrière lui, comme une odeur qui traîne, et que malgré tout, dès que tu rencontres quelqu'un, tu sens, un peu comme quand tu vas pisser et que tu sens tes doigts. Zoom sur ta machine.
Tu vois, généralement, au début de mois, je me paye un petit facture, hein. Je me lève le matin et je prends en matinée pour récolter les pensions. Ce qui me permet, par la même occasion, tu vois, de repérer les vieux qui ont de l'argent, hein.
Nous sommes une équipe de télévision.
Oui.
Et nous effectuons un reportage sur les vieilles personnes et la solitude dans les grandes cités.
Oui.
Auriez-vous l'obligeance de répondre à quelques questions, s'il vous plaît?
Oui, je veux bien.
Arrêtez un peu ta lumière.
Coupe ça, imbécile.
He is one of the most acclaimed and controversial filmmakers of all time. In 1979, his adaptation of Joseph Conrad's Heart of Darkness captured the horror of Vietnam and instantly became a classic.
My film is not a movie. My film is not about Vietnam.
C'est pas au sujet du Vietnam.
It is Vietnam.
C'est le Vietnam.
It's what it was really like. It was crazy. My greatest fear is to make a really embarrassing, pompous film on an important subject, and I am doing it.
I said to him, I don't know who this guy is. Who is this Willard? And Francis just looked me square in the eye and he said, he's you.
I would have done anything. He had convinced me that this was the first film that would win a Nobel Prize, you know.
It was like you were in a dream or something, you know. It'd say scenes unknown on the call sheet. You just would show up, you know. You didn't know what they were gonna do.
I was not in the greatest of shape, you know, as far as my career was concerned. It was delightful to hear that I was going to go do anything, anywhere.
Yeah, but are they seriously saying that Marlon would take $1 million and then not show up?
I swallowed a book.
I mean, it's not in the cards that we're not going to finish the movie.
You know, I felt that he'd do whatever he had to do. He'd borrow the money, but part of me was just fearless in that regard. It really didn't matter.
It's one thing to go over there for 3 weeks with like 5 people, but if you go over there as a big Hollywood production, they're going to kill you.
the magic.
We were in the jungle. There were too many of us. And little by little, we went insane.
The madness.
What are they going to say about him? What are they going to say? He was a kind man. He was a wise man. He had plans. He had wisdom.
The making of Francis Ford Coppola's Apocalypse Now.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
The questions that I kept facing, I couldn't answer. Yet I knew that I had constructed the film in such a way that to not answer would be to fail.
Hearts of Darkness. A filmmaker's apocalypse.
Look at my movie, you'll see what I'm talking.
Now available on video cassette.
Le cinéma de l'époque, c'était un des très grands du cinéma, un de ces metteurs en scène français qui pouvait drainer des acteurs et aussi les capitaux qu'il voulait pour faire ce qu'il voulait. L'enfer pour Clouseau, c'était la volonté de faire un autre type de cinéma.
Le film raconte l'histoire d'un homme qui est hyper jaloux et il pense que sa femme le trompe, aussi bien avec des hommes qu'avec des femmes. Et donc à chaque fois qu'il pense que sa femme le trompe, l'univers extérieur se déforme.